Hi yogis, welcome to a Vinyasa flow practice, pretty strong flow, no props needed, so come on down to the back of your body. And let's take the soles of the feet together, knees wide and hands on the belly, just to start the practice with a few deep belly breaths. Really helps drop into the space, clear the head of the busyness. Whatever your day has been, wherever you are. So you take a big breath in, fill all the way up to the very surface. You'll feel your belly expand. And then a big audible exhale. Feel the back of the body drop into the mat. 2 more breaths like this. The inhale just fills and expands, and there's some lightness of the body to the mat. And the exhale, like a heaviness, back of the shoulders roll down. And 1 more like that. Big breath in. And all the way out. Good. Find a breath in and out through the nose. You're welcome to tone the throat for Ujjayi breath. Little oceanic sound. Otherwise, just keep it soft and gentle. Bring the knees together. Give yourself a hug. Take your arms out wide, T-shape. Take a breath in, hug the belly in. Keep the back of your shoulders down. And as you exhale, squeeze the thighs together. Begin to lower both knees to the left, but just to a hover, so only about halfway. As you breathe in, bring them back to center, low back grounds. And as you breathe out over to the right, again to a hover. So squeeze the thighs, keep the back of the left shoulder down. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Excuse me. Center, and the right. Center, and left. And this time stay in your hover for your breath in. And release to the mat for the breath out. Take a full breath here. Squeeze the thighs back into hover. It's quite hard to hold. Back to center. Hover to the right. Hold in your hover. Take a breath in. Release to the ground. Breath out. Full breath here. Back into hover. Back to center. Drop your left foot to the ground, send your right leg to the sky. Point the toes and interlace the hands somewhere up the right leg, pretty close to the heel if possible. And just draw that in. Draw belly to spine, elbows go wide, lift the forehead to the knee to the forehead. And you can slip your left leg long down the mat. Just keep it hovering. Take a full breath in. Keep all of that, and as you exhale, just reach your arms forward. So back of head and shoulders stay lifted. And if this is too much, you can drop the back and the head and just work with the legs. Take a breath in. And just switch the legs out. And switch. And switch. Grab the left. Draw it in, elbows wide. Full breath in. Back of the head down. Find a happy baby. Arms inside knees, hands outside of feet. So as you pull on your feet, press your feet into your hands. So the feet are pressing to the ceiling, but you're pulling them back. That two-way action will allow you deeper access into your hips. Just take another breath here. Let the feet slip from the hands. Bring the knees together. And a couple of rocks up and down the spine. Up and over all fours. So in your all fours, come straight into a half puppy pose. Take your right hand long to the top right corner of your mat. Press your left forearm parallel and rest your forehead on the back of your left hand. Have your butt high, like up and over the knees. And just really press firmly down into your right hand on the ground. Let's take another full breath in. Stay for the breath out. Use your breath in, slide it onto your all fours, right hand stays down, left leg to the back of the mat, turn the toes long edge, right leg behind you, pick up your left hand. Vashisthasana variation, take a breath in. Exhale, reach the arm overhead. As you inhale, bend the elbow, hand behind head, spin the heart to the sky. And as you exhale, tap left elbow to the inner right elbow. As you inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. This time as you lift, reach the left arm to the sky. And then in front. Bring the left knee to the chest, left hand front of shin, and then kick the leg behind you. And really kick back and pull on the hands simultaneously. Press the hips forward, take a full breath in. And as you let go of your left leg, step it all the way to the top left corner of your mat. Spin your right leg behind you. Drop down onto your forearms. And if your forearms is too far away, just stay to your hands. Let's take a moment here, lizard lunge. Good. Come back up onto your palms. Tuck your back toes, your right toes under. And then walk both hands all the way over to the right top corner of your mat and come off your mat. Press out of your right heel, but feel like your left hip is drawing back. And press out of your left ribs here. Begin to drop right knee to earth. Keep your right hand down, left arm all the way up and back. Squeeze your left heel in, catch the foot, and kick it away as you pull against it. Full breath in. Exhale, release your foot, hands to mat. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And there's not going to be very many down dogs in this practice, so spread your fingers. Roll your armpits in towards your heart and corset in the waist. Take a full breath in. Stay for the exhale. Come high on your toes. Bend the knees, hovering all fours, shoulders over wrist. Pause. And drop the knees, half puppy pose, left arm long, right crosses, forehead to right wrist. Spread your left fingers, press into your left hand. Bring your left hand back in, all fours. Right leg goes back of mat, toes to the long edge, left kicks behind you as you reach your right arm to the sky. So with your left shoulder, roll the shoulder away from the ear. It's like you're trying to wrap the shoulder blade down the back and then hug it into the midline.
It's like anti-clockwise. You're pressing the hand down into the mat and twisting it anti-clockwise. Take a breath in. Lengthen the side body. Hand behind head. Spin the chest to the ceiling any amount. Breath in. Elbow to elbow. Little wrap under. And lift. 2 more like that. Wrap. And lift. And 1 more. Wrap it in. Lift it up. Reach the arm up. And then forward. Float the right leg. Take the knee to the chest, grab the front of the shin, and then kick it behind. Look up. Kick back and pull against the foot simultaneously. Take a full breath in. And as you release the foot, swing that right foot all the way around to the front of the mat. Both hands inside. Left leg goes back. So lizard lunge, you can stay up on your hands, but of course forearms are there if you have the space in your hip. I'm a little stiff this morning. It's super early here in Perth while I do this. Let's take 1 more breath here. And then find your hands, tuck your back toes, and walk both hands really far left. Drop your head down. Feel like the right heel is pressing away. And pop the knee down. Keep the left hand, right arm comes up, forward and back, and catch the foot behind you. Kick it into the hand. Full breath in. You can go on and release the foot. Both hands inside your right foot, tuck your left toes. Get buoyant and light. Take a big step. Left foot outside, left hand, bend the knees, sink the hips, Malasana. Palms together. Elbows, inner knees, press into the inner thighs with the elbows, press into the elbows with the inner thighs. And then press into your feet so you grow really nice and tall and you're not kind of hunching and rounding and sinking in. You need to come out of your flexibility just a little bit here. Take a breath in. Watch the knees as you fold forward. Heel toe your feet to about hip width. And just grab onto your elbows for a moment. Let your head be heavy. You can rock and sway. Notice as you do, the spine just gets longer and longer. The weight of the head pulls you deeper. You don't really need to do anything at all here. And take 1 more breath. Let the hands go as you inhale, slow roll all the way to stand. Tadasana, mountain pose. Okay, reach your arms to the ceiling, and as you reach them up, let's take Kali Mudra. So interlace the fingers, first fingers release, and thumbs cross. So reach really high. Take a full breath in, squeeze the upper arms to the ears. As you exhale, take a lean over to the left. Inhale to center. Lean to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to fold, let it go. Take a halfway lift here. Fold. Step your left foot back, land the knee to the mat. Take your hands to your hips as you come up. Right foot presses down. Sink the hips in. Press into the right foot, come out of the lunge a little. Sink back in a lot. Again, come out a little. Stay out, reach the arms high. And then sink just halfway back in. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, interlace your hands top of your right thigh and press down. Tuck the tailbone under and press the front of that left hip forward. You'll feel the front of the left thigh open here. Take a full breath in. Tuck the back toes, Ardha Hanuman, straighten the front leg and bow. Ripple that forward, three-legged dog, right leg to the sky, all the way up, roll the hip open. Square the hips into plank pose, and then drop the top of the right foot to the mat. So I'm going to show you with my left foot, but you're going to do your right. Top of right foot to the mat, left toes stay tucked, so half plank on top of feet, pause. Take a breath in. Untuck for down dog, breath out. High on your tiptoes, deep bend in your knees, step or of course float. Top of mat, half left, inhale. Exhale, fold. Arms wide and high, Kali Mudra at the top, big breath in. To the left, breath out. To center. To the right. To center, all the way down. Half a way lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Step your right foot back, drop the knee to the mat. Hands to your hips as you come up. Pause. Sink into lunge. Come out a little. Sink in. Come out a little. Sink in. Come out a little, reach your hands high. Keep reaching, sink halfway. Take a full breath in. Interlace hands top of your left thigh. Come out of the lunge a little, really tuck the tail under until you can feel something good in the front of that right hip. Take a full breath here. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split, straighten left leg, lift the toes. Now press with everything you have through the back of the left heel. Take that forward, three-legged dog. Left leg all the way up, bend the knee, roll the hip. And then square into plank. Coming to the top of your left foot, pause. If this is enough for you, stay here. Maybe you flip top of right foot. Just watch the hips don't sag down. Keep the back body really strong and buoyant by pressing into the arms. Hollow the belly, tuck the tail. Downward facing dog. Let's flow. Right leg to lift, inhale. Through between your hands, breath out. Drop your left knee, untuck your toes, hands to hips, rise up. Sink in. Reach for the sky, come out a little. Sink halfway. Interlace your hands, front of your right thigh, press down. Keep your left toes untucked, come off your left knee so you're on the top of the left foot. It is a lot. Hold. Take another breath. Put it back down. Ardha Hanuman, tuck the back toes, slip the hips back, bow forward. Ripple that forward, three-legged dog, right to the sky. Rock forward into plank. Drop the top of your right foot to the mat. Chaturanga, half top foot. Flip your left, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to lift. Take it on through. Right knee delivers. Hands to your hips, lift on up. Sink in. Reach for the sky. Sink a little. Hands to the thigh, untuck your right toes. Press into the thigh, hover your right knee any amount. Take one more breath here. Pop it down. Half Hanuman, tuck the right toes, lengthen the left leg, bow in. Ripple that forward. 3-point dog, left leg up and back. Plank pose on the top of the left foot. Chaturanga. Flip the right, up dog. Down dog, roll or step your toes. Take a full breath in. Stay for your breath out. Float your right leg, changing it up. Take it through between your hands. Come right into crescent lunge, lift on up. Interlace the hands behind your head. Lift your chest, drop your head into your hands, elbows go wide, take a breath in. As you exhale, press out of your left heel, round, narrow the elbows, forehead to knee. As you inhale, bend into your left knee, lean back, elbows wide. As you exhale, come forward. 2 more times. Inhale, take it back. Forward. Take it back. Bring it forward. Give Kali Mudra, reach for the ceiling, bend into the back knee, arms far back. And then arrowhead, crown forward, arms back. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, warrior 2, and just settle. Close down your eyes for a moment. And just really relax into the hips here. Let yourself sink nice and deep. One more breath. Let your right forearm come to the thigh or hand inside the low leg, left arm up and overhead. Really press that right knee to the right long edge of the mat. Feel the inner right thigh. Inhale up and over, straighten the right leg, reverse Trikonasana. Exhale, triangle pose. Externally rotate your right thigh and squeeze it, lifting the kneecap. Right hand goes down, left arm to lift. Lengthen the side body. Take a full breath in. Stay for your breath out. Wrap your left arm around your low back. Look forward, bend your right knee. Right fingertips to the ground, half moon. Float your left leg, Ardha Chandrasana. If you're happy here, release your left arm to the sky. If you're really happy here, bend into your left leg, grab the foot with the hand, take Chapasana bind. Take a full breath in. Stay for your breath out. Begin to kick your left leg out to the side. Hold. And then drop your left foot down next to your right. Uttanasana, let it go. Inhale for chair pose, a little loose. Exhale, sink deep. Press to stand. And fold, let it go. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Release to the breath out. Optional flow, chaturanga, up dog, meeting in down dog. I'm just going to pause in down dog. And take a breath here. Left leg to lift. Through between your hands. Crescent lunge, reach for the ceiling. Stay for the exhale. Interlace your hand back of head and drop the head in the hands, elbows wide. Take your big breath in. And then curl in on yourself, press your right heel away. As you inhale, tuck your right knee under, lift the sternum, look up. As you exhale, press the heel away, curl in. Inhale, bend the knee, lift the chest. Exhale, curl. One more time, lift up. And curl in. Kali Mudra, reach for the ceiling all the way back. Arrowhead, press out of the back heel. Inhale for the ceiling. Exhale for warrior two. And when you get there, just close the eyes and enjoy it for a few moments, please. Forearm to thigh or fingers just inside the shin, right arm up and overhead. Pull that right shoulder back down the body. Full breath in. Stay breath out. Reverse your triangle pose up and over, inhale. And then feel Trikonasana, reach forward. Take your hand down. Lift that left kneecap, externally rotate the thighs so you feel the butt wrap around, and then reach your right arm up, look up to the hand. Take a full breath in. Wrap the arm around the low back. Look to the left foot, bend the left knee, any amount. Left fingertips down as your right leg goes up, Ardha Chandrasana or half moon. The idea is that you square the hips to the wall you're facing. You can release your right arm to the ceiling. You can bend into your right leg and Chapasana bind, kicking the foot away, still opening the chest to the side wall. Take an inhale. Hand to your hip, right leg out to the side. And then down to the mat as you fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Chair pose, Utkatasana, inhale. Get a little deeper. Press all the way to stand. And hands simply to heart. Full breath here. Good. So, open the eyes and press down into your right foot. Bring your left knee to your chest, left knee to chest. Take your right arm to the sky. Take your left hand out, palm up, fingers to the side. And don't change this hand at all, just cup the top of the foot. So the fingers are still out to the outer edge of the foot, heel of hand to the inner arch. Take a breath in. And you can stay here, tucking the tail, pressing the front of the hips forward. Nice. Otherwise, maybe kick the leg back, start to fold forward, and lift the leg with the hand, kick the foot into the hand, hold the foot with the hand, everything working together to lift high. Keep the belly contained. Take another breath. Don't fall out, and certainly don't just let go and ping out. If you can help it, sometimes we can't help it. And just set the foot down. Take a moment, close the eyes. Dancer's pose. It's a really strong posture. It's a balance, it's a back bend, it's a whole heap. Okay, right knee, left arm, right hand. Cup the foot in the hand. And maybe stay. Tuck the tail, press the hips forward, scoop the belly in. Take a breath in. If you're coming with me, begin to pivot forward. Find some softness and lightness here around the face, the breath. Don't hold your breath. Little bend in the standing leg. It'll help support the knee. Just let the body work this out on its own. Give it time to work out the wobbles, to recalibrate. Take another breath. And then when you're ready, you can come out. Close down the eyes. Let's pause. Open the eyes, reach the arms high on your inhale. Exhale, soft knees, firm belly, let's fold. Take a halfway lift, breath in. Breath out to fold. Step it on back. Take a plank. And lower all the way down to your belly. Tops of feet press to the earth, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Take another breath in. And child's pose to your breath out.
Begin to rise on up.
And just come all the way over into the back of your body.
Actually, we're going to do an inversion, so you can feel free to go back of body into shoulder stand. You might prefer happy baby, or if you have a Shashasana practice that's a headstand, please feel free to go ahead and take that. You can even slip your mat up against the wall if you, well, I guess you're at home, so you probably have walls. If you want a little help with Shashasana, there is a video which is like a workshop video for headstand, but also interlace your hands, so a little like that, and the pinky fingers go in front of each other, and then rest them down on the ground. Take your elbows a tiny bit narrower than your shoulders, and then roll them outwards until they're about the same width as your shoulders. And drop the crown of the head, so the very top of the head, just inside the hands. Little cradle there. Draw the shoulders well away from the ears, so you can see I collapse into my shoulders here, pull them away. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. And you might just stay here, rocking toes and heels and just playing. You really need to have your hips up over your shoulders to be able to lift the feet. So first, maybe just one foot lifts, and then down, and the other. Don't kick up. If you kick up, you will go over. Maybe you can lift both feet. It's a pretty safe place to be. If you go over, you'll just roly-poly. Keep your belly contained. And then from here, you can keep one knee to the chest and lift the other. You can kind of play around with that a little bit. Maybe you have both legs going up, shoulders away. Press into your forearms. So you really want to be light on the head. Take another breath. When you come down, try not to fall. Just knees to chest. And then just curl your way down into child's pose. My headstand's a little wobbly at the moment. It's been a while. So if you played with that, great, good for you. And if you didn't, also great. And maybe you're on your back doing shoulder stand. So whatever it is you're doing, make your way down onto your back. Bring the knees to the chest. Just hug in. Take your knees over to the left, unravel the arms. I'm just finishing with a twist. Nice way to just final release. Don't take any variations. Up and over. And back to center. Take a last happy baby, arms inside knees, hands outside of feet, knees to armpits, heels to the sky. Begin to let go of the legs and slide your way into a pretty well-deserved Shavasana. There wasn't a lot of flow, not particularly quick. There's some strong postures in there, some challenges. Opportunity to just explore some potential, a bit of the edge, and then just pull back from there. And relax. So as always, I hope you enjoyed your practice, and thank you so much for having me, well, wherever you are, in your home or wherever that may be. So, namaste.